How's it going, everybody? Rybread here today, and we're in the Eastern Conference Finals taking on our bitter rival, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, if you guys can remember last season, we were taken out by the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think, yeah, it was Game 7. As soon as I put Jake McCabe back in, we were able to play really, really well against the Leafs. We dropped the first two games, and last year is what I thought was going to be our year to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. This year, I didn't even think we'd make it anywhere close to where we are. I mean, look, we had all that Kane drama. We traded him away. I got a rental player in Backus, and then, we trade for two young guys, Dalcal and Mitch Marner. And then Mitch Marner goes ahead, and I think he's hurt until like May. So I don't think he'll be back in time for this series. Yeah, he's out 2 more weeks. He very well, it is May 8th, so if we make it past the Toronto Maple Leafs, 2 weeks from now, Mitch Marner comes back. Yeah, he could even return, later on in the series, maybe help us close it out or fight back. The Leafs are 8-4 in the playoffs right now, and we're 8-2, so we've had an easier road to the playoffs than the Leafs have. I believe they did sweep they went to Game 7, I believe, against Tampa Bay. In last video, and then they must have beaten their first round opponent in 5. But if you guys remember, our first series against the Pittsburgh Penguins, I was pretty nervous because they had Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin, and they were looking like a pretty good team. Their defensive core was weak, but they had 2 solid goaltenders. And then we took the first 2 games in Pittsburgh in overtime. We dropped Game 3 at home 2-0, and then the offense picked it back up for game number 4 here. And then game number 5, we closed it out in Pittsburgh with another overtime win. So this team was tested 3 times in overtime, and every time they came out with the win. Then we got a decent amount of rest here because we won in 5. And then we went ahead and in the second round of the playoffs got to face up against the New York Islanders, the team we traded Evander Kane to, and a team that they were looking pretty good. Their first line was filthy. John Tavares had an amazing season, so it's kind of disappointing that he wasn't able to make it any farther, but I'm glad we were able to beat them. In Game 1, we took a solid 3-1 win. Game number 2, we lost 4-2, but then we bounced right back. After letting up 4 goals and only scoring 2, we win this game 7-2, and I'm pretty sure it was 7-0 at one point, or 7-1. We were leading by a lot, and then they put a couple in at the end to make the score not look as bad. But you put up 7 goals. That's pretty impressive. That's a drubbing. 4-1 win over them in game number 5, or game number 4. Excuse me. I keep doing that. In game number 4, we win 4-1, and then 5-2 win in game number 5. And then we closed out the series. We watched the other series go. We watched them tick off at the bottom. And we got to face our bitter rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, if you guys remember, they're the number 1 team in the NHL. So we will go ahead and check out their lines and just see how deadly this team is going to be, and if we even stand a chance of making it past them. I haven't given us a lot of a chance to get it past other people, but I don't think we have a very high chance in this one either. I mean, look at that, 92, 92, 90. They got lots of good players all over. I think Austin Matthews is still on the team, although he's not standing there. So I'm kind of interested to see what they did with Austin Matthews. Let's go ahead and view the opponents. William Nylander. Wow, did he take off. 94 overall. William Nylander is better than Austin Matthews? Wow, that's surprising. But yeah, this center core is filthy. A 94 William Nylander. I think he's better than McDavid too. And then Austin Matthews. I can see why Mitch Marner wasn't getting any time now. I mean, they've got Frederick Gauthier here. They wanted him there for his two-way forward, and he's a bigger body. Nazem Kadri's an 86. Matthews is a 90. I mean, they could have moved him off to the wing, Mitch Marner, but they just decided to send him down to the AHL, and I can see why he was so pissed. For seasons now, they weren't playing him. But this first line of Kasperi Kapanen, William Nylander, and James Van Riemsdyk is a very, very good first line. Dmytro Timashov, Kirby Reichel, and Austin Matthews are their second line. So a great center with some pretty good wingers. I mean, these guys are okay, top 6 players. You know, 85 and 84 aren't like anything to write home about, but they're not any slouches. And then there's our guy Johan Larsson. We traded him away. He's got 4 assists in these playoffs. He's on the left wing with Kadri at center and Soshnikov on the wing. So there we go, a bunch of two-way forwards with a playmaker. Here we got a power forward, a playmaker, and then a power forward, a playmaker, and a sniper. How many goals is he putting in? Because I feel like Kasperi Kapanen is their goal guy. All right, so he only had 29 goals, but that's 30 goals in the regular season, basically. And then only 4 goals in 12 games so far, so he is not putting in a ton. Is it William Nylander? No, he's putting in 4. James Van Riemsdyk seems to be their goal guy, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him put in a couple goals against us this series. Then they have a very, very physical and grinding fourth line with Matt Martin, the grinder, Frederic Gauthier, the two-way forward, 6'3", and then Leo Komarov. So this is a pretty good forward core. I think I'm going to give them the edge here just because they're centers. I mean, Nylander is better than Eichel, and Matthews is better than O'Reilly. So this, hopefully, you know, we can have this kind of thing in the future where Eichel grows up to a 94. Let's check out their defense. Ooh, Morgan Riley's up to a 91, but this is where this team is going to suffer a little bit. They don't really have the greatest defensive core. I mean, Morgan Riley, yes, is fantastic. But don't forget, we have Rasmus Ristolainen at a 90 overall, and then our second guy on that line is much better than Connor Carrick, which is Cam Fowler at 87 overall. Then we have an 85 Kulikov, and they have an 83 Marinson. And then Jake Bean is up here at an 84. And then we have an 83 and an 82 in these 2 spots, respectively. So I would give us the edge in the defensive core, and I think that's where, you know, you really want to build around if you want to be a championship team. Like, yeah, like they put in lots of goals, but they also don't seem to be the best defensively. Now the question is Anderson still their goalie? Yes, but he's slightly hurt, and they have Martin Jones to back him up. So even if he gets hurt again and is unable to play, it's no cakewalk because, man, an 89 goalie and 87 goalie, it's going to be really tough. And then these couple guys are scratched. They got nobody really hurt. But yeah, defense is going to be interesting to see how they play. Are we gonna win games 5-4, lose games 5-3 kind of thing? Or are they going to be able to play well defensively? Because they have all two-way defensemen besides their first line of Riley and Carrick, who are both offensive defensemen. So they are really loading up on offense here in Toronto. And their goaltender, Frederik Andersen, probably gets called on a lot. Yeah, he's made 940 save percentage, 1.78 goal against average. Have they played Martin Jones? Yeah, they have for a little bit. So Martin Jones is the weaker of the two based on the statistics, but they're both good goalies, and you know, they're both better than Matt Murray. But Matt Murray's been playing really well. So, you know, we'll have to see how the simulation goes. You know, they've got a great first line. Their first 2 centers. Their center core is better than ours, I would definitely agree with. But I want to say that our top 6, like we got Roslovic here on the wing. And Okposo and Reinhardt are basically, I want to give these guys the edge. Backus is another really good 85. So our second line, I want to say, besides O'Reilly, is better than theirs. And then down here, it's going to, I don't know, guys. It might rest on these guys' shoulders. Our defensemen, how well are they going to play? Because if they can shut down the Toronto offense, I'm confident in our offensive ability to put pucks in the net. You know, I mean, Jack Eichel is playing well. Sam Reinhardt's playing well. Okposo stepped up in some big moments. I'd like to see a little bit more point production out of him. But, you know, we got guys like Backus who did really well for us. Del Cal actually found his rhythm last series. Same thing with Nylander. They both stepped it up there, and then Girgensons was able to, you know, just do his thing there on the third line. I'd like to see him grow just a little bit, get up to an 85. He's probably not going to. I doubt he's going to jump, but, you know, I'd really like our center core to jump in the offseason. But without further ado, I'll stop highlighting our lines because this is the 3rd video in the playoffs, so you guys know what the lines look like. We're going to go ahead and get into the simulation for Game 1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, this is really exciting. I want this series bad. If we make it to the Stanley Cup playoffs, I'm gonna lose my mind because I did not expect anything from us. Hell, look at us. We squeaked in the playoffs by 1 point. But that's behind us now. Let's go ahead and look forward to the first period All right, all right. Okay, okay. Well, nothing, nothing. I'm not too upset about that. So it looks like Toronto is going to be a decent defensive team, but it's only one period. So let's check out the second period. And then Kyle Okposo goes ahead and scores. So another good, a clutch goal from Kyle Okposo to get us the lead. Let's go ahead and, ooh, we give up the power play. Oh my God, it's a long one too. Wow. Whoa, wait. The first, oh my God, more penalties. They spent the first 10 minutes on the power play, but were unable to capitalize. Our defense and our penalty kill shuts them down. David Backus, Ryan O'Reilly on that penalty kill stepping up. Another power play for them. But we kill it off. And in the first game, we take a 1-0 victory against the Toronto Maple Leafs. 31 shots to 33, so it's not like we didn't have our chances. We were just better defensively. I mean, I thought they were going to be a really, really good forward core, and they were going to be putting lots of goals. Hell, they spent the first 10 minutes of that period on the power play. Let's go ahead and check out who did what for us. Probably not a lot of points being spread out. Jack Eichel got an assist, and Reinhart got an assist on Okposo's goal. Who took the penalty minutes? 4 minutes for Carrier, 4 for Foligno, 4 for Kulikov, Backus, and Roslovic. All took penalties. So we were calling on Matt Murray a lot that game. Maybe we can give him some more goal support. I mean, they had 33 shots to our 31, so he made all 33 saves. Jack Eichel, you're on the first line. I don't know why you're losing morale. But there we go, guys. We go ahead and take game number 1. Mitch Marner's happy because we beat them. Oh, that's right. We got Mitch Marner. So he's pretty happy. Every time we beat the Leafs, he might go up. I doubt that. Who is that? I don't even know who that guy is. All right, anyway. Keep focused on the NHL, sorry. Game number 2. Come on, let's have a little bit more offense this game. Not from Toronto, but from Buffalo, because I think I have faith in our defensive core. First period, Kyle Okposo nets the first goal of the game again. He's the only one to score in this series. There we go. Call him out, and he will do something. Let's go. Second period. Yes, there we go. Jack Eichel, that first line. So even though they have they've got the better center and they've got really, really good wingers, our first line's been able to stifle their first line, and our first line's been able to score some goals. I'm going to give credit to the defense, though, boys. I mean, look at that. We got way more shots. Ooh, but Nazem Kadri gets the first goal past Matt Murray. But our power play, and we let it slip through our fingers. It's a 2-1 game. It's only one goal. Come on. Can we hang on? They're on the power play again. We got to stop taking these penalties. It's going to kill us. 3.5, 2.5, 1.5, 30 seconds on the power play. And we go ahead and we hold them off. So it looks like this series is based around defense, guys. And we got the better defensive core. Our first line's stepping up too when it needs to. So this is important. Like last series was all about the depth scoring. But this series, Eichel had a goal and an assist. Okposo had a goal and an assist. And Reinhart went ahead and got himself an assist. So who's taking these penalty minutes? Kulikov. Kulikov is taking a whole bunch of penalty minutes. I might just trade him away for someone equal value if I can in the offseason. Because You can't be taking 4 penalty minutes a game, my man, if we're gonna make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Like, we need to stay even strength because we can really dominate this team when we're even strength apparently. And look at that, the Anaheim Ducks also take a two-game lead on the road. Back in Buffalo, come on. Can we do it? Can we take a 3-0 series lead, or will Toronto fight back and pull to within 1? Let's see. First period. All right, I'm okay with that. 1-1 period. Ooh, Komarov scores just before they head to the locker room. That's a gut punch right there. But Ryan O'Reilly opens the scoring. So, guys, we are having no trouble scoring, and our defense is performing pretty well. So let's see what happens in here in the second period. And James Van Riemsdyk gives the Toronto Maple Leafs their first lead of this series. So, do we have enough offense to battle back, and can our defense keep Toronto off the board for the rest of the game? We're about halfway through the third period. Nothing's happened yet for us. Is our offense going to be cold? Are we going to only be able to score 1 goal a game? 1-2 goals per game? But no! William Carrier goes ahead and scores with 5 minutes left to tie the game up. 2 minutes, 1 minute, and we are headed to overtime. So, we did get a lot of rest, but don't forget, we have played a lot of overtime games, but that means I know how our team's going to perform in overtime, and they know, more importantly, the players in the locker room know that they can win overtime games. They know that there's players in this locker room that can step up in the big moment. Come on. We are 1 goal away from taking a 3-0 series lead over our rival, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you guys going to let it slip through your fingers, or is somebody going to go out there and take it for the Buffalo Sabres? Come on. The home fans are raucous. There's no Toronto Maple Leafs fans in the crowd tonight. Oh, they're on the power play. Can we kill it off? We do. We go ahead. 10 minutes left in this overtime period. Oh, time's ticking down. Oh, there we go. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 1.5 and 1 minute. Okay, and looks like we're going to a second overtime period, guys. Wow. We got 41 shots to their 33. So Frederik Andersen is standing on his freaking head. But Matt Murray's no slouch either. Come on, guys. I know you're tired, but somebody just net that one that's going to send us into a frenzy here. Come on. Second overtime, they're tired. We're on the power play. Oh, my God. Did we just give up a shorthanded goal in double overtime? Oh. That's really deflating. Wow. Oh, my goodness. We had the power play. I was really excited. Oh, but did they score a shorthanded goal? Was that shorthanded by Leo Komarov there on that fourth line? Yes, it was. He had a power play goal and a shorthanded goal. So he had 2 goals. Wow. That's really frustrating. God, we had it too. We had the power play and everything in second overtime. We just couldn't capitalize on it. All right, let's go ahead and, okay, fine, Rochester's okay again, but Jack Eichel's happy because he's been playing well. So, game number 4. We can't let them tie the series up. Oh, there's a player meeting. Let's see. Who wants to meet? Ah, Foligno. I don't like to complain, but my ice time is something that's distracting me as of late. Demanding. Hey, he likes the firm approach. There we go. But come on, Buffalo. You cannot let Toronto tie this series up. They're too good of a team to let them crawl back into this series. You gotta take it by the throat when you've got the chance. Come on, guys. I need you to step up. First period. Oh my God, and they are not stepping up. Here comes the Toronto Maple Leafs offense. Morgan Riley scores, followed by Austin Matthews on that second line. This is what I was worried about. If we let them have any kind of life, were we going to just crumble under the pressure, under the threat of the Maple Leafs? Come on, guys. Have a great second period. Nobody scores. We're doubling them up in shots, too. 2-0. Come on the power play. Frederik Andersen is standing on his freaking head. He's been doing great these past 2 games. Come on. Somebody solve him. Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, somebody. Ryan O'Reilly, Jack Roslovic, David Backes. I'm going to call out the entire team. How about a defender? Jake Bean, Cal Foote, somebody like that. Come on, power play. And the game is over. We got 42 shots on goal to their 19, and we didn't score a single goal. And so far, the Toronto Maple Leafs have tied up the series 2-2, and we're headed back to the Air Canada Centre. Oh, this is going to be so frustrating. It's going to be really frustrating if we lose 3 straight. I got to make some line changes if we lose 3 straight. I might even put Chad Johnson in net. Who knows? I don't want to have to make those kind of changes. This team is rolling. Keep it rolling, boys. I know we just dropped 2, but you can do it. First period. There it is. Roslovic and Ristolainen score on Andersen. We solved them. He couldn't save that many shots in a row to keep us off the board. Let's go. Keep it going in the second period. All right, okay, Jack Roslovic has another goal, but Soshnikov keeps it within 2. I'm okay, though. We've got a 2-goal lead going into the third period. The shots are pretty even. They are even, never mind. 15 minutes. We got 14 minutes. We're almost up to halfway through this third period. Can our defense shut down the Toronto Maple Leafs offense? They've been hot these past couple of games on the power play. We kill it off. There we go. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minute, 1 minute, and Dalcal scores the empty netter to get the Sabres a 4-1 win, and there we are, up 3-2 in the series. Oh, whew. I was nervous there. I was going to say, if we lost 3 straight, I was going to be pretty upset. So Roslovic had 2 goals. He actually had 1. Hey, it was a shorty, too. Look at that. Shorthanded goal and a power play goal. So he answers Leo Komarov and says, I can do that, too, and leads us to a win. So, yeah, we got lots of points all throughout the roster. Jack Eichel got another point. Cam Fowler got a point. So, it's nice to see these guys putting points up on the board. It's not all a solo effort. Oh, but we're up 3-2 in the series now. We're headed back to Buffalo. This is going to get intense. I really don't think that you're allowed to scout, like, after... oh, yeah, let's scout defenseman here. Why not? I really didn't think you could scout during the playoffs, but I'm so confused. And the Rochester Americans got eliminated in a 4-1 gentleman's sweep against the Phantoms. The Springfield Phantoms, something like that. No, they're not Springfield, but I know they're the Phantoms. All right, the Ducks are up 3-2 on St. Louis. We're up 3-2 on Toronto. We've got a chance to close out this series here. We cannot let a Game 7 happen. We got to take this series when we've got the chance. Come on, guys. I need you to go out there and give it your all. First period. Ooh, 4-1. Toronto is not... Oh my God, Matthews scored back-to-back goals. So Roslovic opened up the scoring early, but then, wow, Toronto scores 4 goals on Matt Murray. Jeez, come on, guys. We need to have a good second period and bounce back. Let's go. I'm not counting us out of this just yet. All right, we're out of it. Just as quickly as it came, it went. All right, let's go ahead and real-time sim this third period. I don't know if we can get 4 in a period, but there's Backus, makes it 3. Come on, boys. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. We're on the power play. Somebody put in another goal. Make it 2. Come on. 5-on-3, and we let it slip through our fingers. Under 10 minutes left in the period. 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, we can't score 3 goals this quickly. So we're going to game number 7 in Toronto. So we dropped both games in Buffalo, but we win. We dropped 3 games in Buffalo, but won 3 games in Toronto. So I don't know, maybe luck's on our side. But Rasmus Ristolainen is hurt with a concussion. Oh no, guys, this is not good. This is not good. Brendan Gooley, he's got to get his first action in the NHL. It's frustrating that Marner's hurt too. I mean, I don't know how long he's going to be hurt for, but if he's healthy, I kind of want to give him a go. Oh, I got to go edit the lines really quick, guys. I will edit this part out, and the next thing you should see are the full rosters with Brendan Gooley in. All right, guys, so that one especially hurts. I mean, the guys we have scratched due to injury are both really quality players. Rasmus Ristolainen, our #1 defenseman, who's been playing fantastic for us and helping us shut down their offense for the most part. And Mitch Marner, the guy we acquired to help us make the playoff push from Toronto, is also still hurt. I don't know if he's coming back anytime soon. But here's what the lines look like. Nothing changed in the forward core, but defensively, now we have Kulikov up on that first line with Cam Fowler, Jake Bean and Jake McCabe, and then Gooley and Foote. I think this offensive defenseman and defensive defenseman pairing is going to be pretty good for us. And then as far as special teams are concerned, I have Ryan O'Reilly on the point down here with Cam Fowler, and then Jack Roslovic is on the point with Jake Bean. So I'm trying to get as much offense as I can. We also have Nylander, Backus, and Dalcal here because these guys have been performing for us. So hopefully they'll be able to put some goals in here in this game number 7. Backus and Girgensons, and then Roslovic and O'Reilly are there on the penalty kill for us. We still have Matt Murray in goals, so I'm not going to roll with Chad Johnson just yet. But look we actually have Arthur McNeely, who's an 82 now, so he might grow and have a good jump for us, and we might be able to play him in the NHL. But I'm really not feeling good about this game against the Leafs in game number 7 here. We're missing Rasmus Ristolainen, so that's gonna hurt us big time. But hey, there we go. We got a couple players to be happy. Calming is not affected by the calming approach. Okay, that's fine. All right, guys. Game number 7 in the Air Canada Centre. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 1 game away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals. But Rasmus Ristolainen out, Mitch Marner out. Can we still do it? We face so much adversity this season. Can we overcome it and get to the Stanley Cup Finals? Let's go, boys. Offense, I need you to step up. Defense is pretty hurt. First period, and Kyle Okposo scores on Frederik Andersen. Didn't have a lot of shots compared to Toronto, but we've got the lead. That's all that matters. Second period, ooh, and they tie it up. It's all down to this third period, guys. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be Buffalo? Will it be Toronto on the power play? But we kill it off. Come on, guys. I need you to get that next goal. Come on, Buffalo. Come on, guys. I'm begging you. I'm pleading you. Don't let this one slip through your fingers. You've got it. Just beat Frederick Anderson. Matt Murray's got your back. Go for the win. Overtime. We remember what happened last time we played Toronto in overtime, so let's not let it happen again. Let's go, guys. Kyle Okposo, a 2-goal game right now, would make me very, very happy. Let's go. They're on the power play. Can we kill it off? We kill it off. Yes. Come on. Oh, my God. My heart is racing right now. Come on, Buffalo. I need somebody to step up and score. Come on. 10 minutes left in the period. Yes! There it is. There it is. We did it. Oh, we did it. Nicholas Baptiste scores on Frederick Anderson, and the Buffalo Sabres are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh my God, I apologize if I just freaked out a little bit too much, but oh my God, we're in the Stanley Cup Finals. Wow, what a game, what a series. Last year we get edged out by Toronto, and I think they went ahead, and I think they went pretty far in the playoffs. This year, for a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals, Nicholas Baptiste goes ahead, and he's only played 10 minutes of ice time, goes ahead and scores the game-winning goal in overtime for us. There we go. I wonder if Rasmus Ristolainen or Mitch Marner will be back for the next game. Because now, guys, we are in the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, that feels so good to say. Hold a team meeting. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'll do calming and see what happens. Ooh, they didn't like that, but okay, we got a couple guys that like that. It's not too bad. Jack Eichel doesn't seem to care too much about team meetings, which I don't really care about because, you know, he can do what he wants. But look at that, guys. It's also a Game 7 over there in the West. Are we going to go up against the St. Louis Blues, or are we going up against the Anaheim Ducks? Simulate the day, and the playoffs round is over. Who will we be taking on in the Stanley Cup Finals? And it looks like it's the St. Louis Blues. Man, another good team with... Vladimir Tarasenko's probably so good by this point. Oh my God. Well, that ends it for this video. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to go ahead and check out the stats, how we're doing and how they are doing. I want to see the stats for the St. Louis Blues because this is going to be exciting. So Eichel's point per game, and then we don't really have a lot of guys elsewhere. It's pretty spread out, though. I'm okay with that. And then as far as goaltending is concerned, hey, he's got an assist. That's all that matters. And he's got a shutout, a .938 save percentage, and a 1.81 goal against average. So a fantastic performance for Matt Murray. A little bit lesser in that round, but still fantastic nonetheless. Let's go ahead and see how long Rasmus Ristolainen will be out for. Go to manage rosters here and check out the injury report. So Risto's only hurt for 2 more days, and Marner's hurt for 6 more days. So he's returning May 25th, and Mitch Marner's returning May 30th. Okay. How about, what day is it? It's the 22nd. So Rasmus Ristolainen should be back by the 25th, but we have a game tomorrow against St. Louis. If I simulate up to it, will Rasmus Ristolainen be okay? Because if he's okay, I'm playing him. Oh, he's okay to go, guys. I will edit the lines. They'll be what you saw at the beginning of the video. So that ends it here. I'll surprise you guys on what St. Louis looks like in next video. But man, we are in the Stanley Cup Finals. What a season we've had. We just squeaked in at the end of the season with a couple wins. And now we're all the way 4 wins from a championship. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to be updated for when I post the Stanley Cup final video. And go ahead and leave a like on this video because we beat our rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I will see you guys in the next one.